Yes, the title is clickbait, but before you disappear and go to the comments and are just like, ah, this clickbaity bullshit, let's have a fucking conversation. I am sick and tired of these videos on YouTube. This, like, trans guy reacts to Transtrenders or crazy SJ. Like, you're being a dick for no reason. You are attacking the community, like, from the inside. That's what you're doing. You are proving to everyone else who is not within the community, so like bigots who give us shit, that it's totally okay for them to treat us that way because we treat each other that way. How about you learn some fucking manners? Do I understand people who don't have gender dysphoria? No. Do you know why? Because I have gender dysphoria. I experience something that they do not. My transition looks very different from lots of people's. I'm a trans guy that doesn't have a whole lot of bottom dysphoria. I have enough that eventually I'll probably get bottom surgery, but I still have, like, penetrative sex, which I have been told makes me not trans. So how about, instead of policing other people's identities, you shut the fuck up and leave them alone. Because it's none of your fucking business what someone else decides to do with their transition. Sam Collins I used to look up to, but I'm so mad about this. He made a fucking video and he was just like, it makes real trans people look bad. Who the fuck are you to say what is and is not trans? I've seen this so many fucking times. You do not need gender dysphoria to be trans. And do you know why? Because in the definition of transgender, it just says someone who does not identify as the gender they are assigned at birth. That is such a broad fucking umbrella term. There is a white stripe in that fucking flag for your non-binary brothers and sisters. I don't actually know the gender neutral term for sibling, whatever. So they've existed. They're not a new thing. I can understand when it's like non-trans people because they just don't understand because it's not their life, it's not their journey, it's not their walk. So of course they don't fucking get it. But you as a trans person are going to tear down someone because their transition and their journey and their life looks nothing like yours. Stop it. Fucking stop. Like, it's unnecessary. And I'm disgusted with people with platforms that do it, like the fucking Sam Collins of the world. Because you know what? Like, Sam's a really great guy. I think that he, like, genuinely cares about the things that he makes topics about, but he fails to understand the impact of the things that he says. Because as much as Sam doesn't want to admit this, the things he says are dangerous. When you as a trans person with a platform say that someone else who is trans, because they're trans, is not trans and they're invalid, and you go after and you attack their identity and you belittle them as human beings, you are contributing to the suicide rate. I know that that is harsh to say, and I really don't fucking care, because you are a privileged trans guy, because you started T in high school. You not only started T in high school, you got top surgery as a teenager. Like, you are so privileged. You know what? You deal with different things because your transition and your journey is very different from mine, from Aaron Ann Sweeney, from Chase Ross, from Alex Birdie, from, like, there are so many YouTubers whose transitions are different all across the board, even though we're all trans masculine. And do you know why? Because not one transition is the same. Why would you do that? You're making yourself a hypocrite, because you will sit there and be like, you know what, trans people, like, should be respected and we should be, like, listened to, and, you know, bigots, like, they have no room to tell us. But okay, well then why don't you turn that around on yourself and learn, hey, maybe bigots will chill the fuck out if I stop attacking people within my own community. We've got enough Blair Whites of the world. We don't need a trans-masculine version of Blair White. And unfortunately, Sam, you are slowly slipping into that territory. So much that it's become a trend. Like, there have been 2 videos on my homepage of trans men reacts to. And it's always this one account, who I'm going to link below, because they are an amazing YouTuber, and no one deserves that amount of shit and hate from their own community. So yes, you were clickbaited, but you know what? Fuck this. I hate this. I hate when the community attacks itself. Check your shit and leave other people's transitions the fuck alone.